boys and girls. So here we are with Volume 4 of Ultimate Spider-Man. Oh, I've been waiting so long to talk about this one. Great stories in here. Over 1,000 pages of Ultimate Spider-Man goodness. Now, there's the front, there's the back. This is what we do. We do a quick review. Now, there is issues 1 through 112, 1 through, I wish, 112 to 133, the annual number 3, Ultimate Spider-Man Requiem 1 and 2, Ultimate Spider-Man 1 through 15, and oh my god, there's so many good stories. Death of a Goblin, Amazing Friends, you have the symbiote, is it Symbiote War or Symbiote... something with the symbiotes. You got Ultimatum, which is the end of the original Ultimate Spider-Man run. Now, when I did my review of Volume 5, I was just like, I don't know how Peter jumped from Ultimate Spider-Man to Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, because I did not know Spider-Man Requiem 1 and 2 was the connecting tissue between the series. Like, it wasn't anything, because I never picked it up. I never knew it existed. So when I saw Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, I was just like, oh, well, I thought he died at the end of Ultimatum. Well, this explains what the hell happened to him at the end of Ultimatum. And now I feel like a jackass because I should have figured that out. But you got Green Goblin, you got Hobgoblin, you got Firestar. There's Venom in here. There's Carnage, Beetle, Omega Red. You got X-Men. You got Magneto. Oh my God, you got the Hulk. You got all that fun goodness. Then you get into the Ultimate Comics Spider-Man, and you get like this huge house of roommates with Johnny Storm and Bobby Drake, and there's Kitty Pryde kicking around. So it's all fun. I love it. I wish I had more of the single issues at the later end, because I basically stopped around Ultimatum, or before Ultimatum. I was just picking up the trades. So the single issues, I kind of stopped at like 111, and I wish I kind of kept it up, but whatever. Now this is the inside. So you got, oh, hear that cracking? So you got Spider-Man, you got Jessica Drew, which is, which is a clone of Peter Parker, which is kind of insane. When they did the Clone Saga, you had Jessica Drew here. So it's basically female Peter Parker, which is pretty cool, because when she kisses, I think she kisses Johnny Storm, which is weird because it's just like Peter kissing Johnny Storm. But you got Johnny Storm there, you got Bobby Drake. Now, at the end of Ultimatum, there is the big to do with Magneto. All the X-Men are basically dead. Cyclops is dead. Wolverine's dead. The X-Men are disbanded. Jean Grey is on the run. So Bobby Drake is being hunted down, and basically Kitty finds him, and he starts to live with Peter. Same with Johnny. Everyone, basically Johnny, his dad's dead, so he goes and lives with Peter with Aunt May. Mary Jane's there. Now, with Gwen is not, there's Kong in the back. Now with Gwen, she died in the Carnage storyline, where Carnage basically drains her life essence out of her body, and she does die. Now, this isn't your typical Gwen. I don't know what to call her. I don't know if she's like Carnage or she's a clone. I'm not too sure. I've never known. But basically, Carnage is gone, and it's just Gwen Stacy, so I guess she's alive? I don't know. And then there's Kitty Pryde here. But all in all, it's a great book. I love this book so much. So you got the Death of the Goblin storyline with him and Kitty teaming up. You got Norman Osborn being the dick that Norman Osborn is. And I do love that the Green Goblin does look menacing. Like, he's more hardcore than anything. Oh, there's Gwen there. She breaks out of the raft because she is basically Carnage. She's a symbiote. And you get Omega Red down here. So that's pretty cool. They kind of do the Sinister Six thing again. Norman Osborn and Otto Octavius still don't like each other, and they probably never will. So they do their battle stuff. And Norman changes Harry into the Hobgoblin. And the Hobgoblin design is not that horrible. I kind of like it. Now, if I said this was Carol Danvers, you guys would never know this is Carol Danvers. I would physically have to tell you this is Carol Danvers because it doesn't look like Captain Marvel. It kind of just looks like a blonde Coulson. So when you're doing this, it's just like, okay. And she basically just wears just her goddamn sunglasses the whole time. So they're fighting there. I'm trying to figure out where Harry is so I can show you the Hobgoblin. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is. So there he is, and he got this big, beautiful panel of Norman and Harry fighting. Now, if you don't want to get spoiled, I'll give you 3 seconds, and then you can wait another 3 seconds. So 1, 2, 3. Now, Norman does kill Harry, so Harry does die in this book, and you come back, and we won't get into how and whatnot, but it's pretty cool. So after that, you have the Amazing Friends storyline. So basically after the events of Harry and whatnot, everyone needs to have a little bit of a break. If I can, jeez, there we go. Everyone needs to have a little bit of a break. So they have this big bonfire, and Liz Allen. Now, I wasn't expecting Liz Allen to be Firestar in this series, but it's kind of cool when she finally figures out that she's a mutant. And nobody's freaked out about it. She's the only one that's a bit of a bigot maybe to mutants. So when she finds out she's a mutant herself, it kind of just smacks her in the face. But Magneto tries to recruit her, which is kind of funny. There's Omega Red there. Won't get too much into that story because it is what it is. And this is the meat and potatoes. This is when Eddie Brock comes back as Venom. I kind of always liked Venom in the Ultimate Universe, only because he's not that lethal protector. He will kill everybody because he needs to eat, because if he doesn't eat, Eddie does die. That's pretty cool. Spider-Man gets the Venom again. That's pretty cool. So I won't spoil that because that is a good story. If you guys are going to read that, that's a great story. You got the annual, blah, blah, blah. And you got Ultimatum. Now, I do have a love-hate with Ultimatum. I think it was an okay story. It could have been better. I wasn't all too thrilled about everyone dying. But I kind of understood because Ultimate Comics was on the way out, I think. So they're kind of just wrapping everything up. But everyone's dying, and it just like, ugh. Then you get the Ultimate Comics. Kitty Pryde is Shroud after the events of Ultimatum. She's basically on the run. There's Bobby Drake there. They got Mysterio. Mysterio's pretty cool. I like Mysterio. They got Starbrand. Now the freaky thing is that this is when Johnny Storm knows his Jessica Drew, and it's just like uh-oh, which is kind of weird because it's like Peter hitting on Johnny, but not really. Now, one thing that freaks me out is that they did the Chameleon saga in this. I completely forgot. And he's messing with Mary Jane and Gwen because he's dating Gwen, but he's trying to, Chameleon's trying to mess up his life. But there is a scene, here it is, where Chameleon comes in and then their siblings. This is nightmare fuel. This is like when you're dreaming and you can't figure out a girl's face. So she's just got the bod, but the blank face. That would freak me out. But what freaked me out more is seeing J. Jonah Jameson with boobies. That would freak the shit out of me. But yeah, it's not a bad story. It's kind of fun. Now for special features, it's not. Whoa. Whoops, sorry guys. It's not bad. You got a couple of the variants, which I will. It's here or there, nor there. But you got the sketches. I do like sketch stuff. You know, seeing what you think would look good. And they do have an interview in the back with one of the artists. Where is it? I know it's in here. But that's pretty cool. There it is. So Mark Bailey's gone. And you got Stuart, the new artist, coming in. So they kind of did an article about him. But all in all, it's a great book. I love Volume 4. I can't wait to get Volume 3. I've been looking for Volume 1, 2, and 3. You think I can find them? No. I'm going to have to wait for the reprints because I'm not spending $300-$400 on one omnibus. I am not doing it. But, oh yeah, that reminds me. So, if you're going to buy this Fallout, it's $125 US or $156.25 Canadian. As always, go online, try to find it cheap. It's always a good time. I always like to hunt. But all in all, guys, I gotta get the rest of these Ultimates. I gotta do it. But that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. Let me know how you like the new setup. That way you don't have to look at my ugly face no more. But, yeah, that's it for today's video. So throw me a like, throw me a comment. If you're not subscribed, please do. And as always, guys, I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.